Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. Tuesday, the 19th of November. These are the charts of the day. Kind of a mixed session on Wall Street. Dow down, S&P that's flat to less, slightly lower. NDX up a bit, advanced declines, and up-down volume. We're weak in New York, positive on NASDAQ. It's kind of an interesting day today, but many individual stocks are where the play was. AMD, for example, broke through 40, my target. Now it may be headed to the 40, 40, 44, 45 zone where my next targets lie. That would be up. I'm now thinking 48 or 9 is even more likely. But let's see if we get a pullback and or whether this channel and a steeply rising one that's taken it from 27.5 to 41.5 is still in play. 14 points in about the last 6 weeks and still running. Up next is Arrowhead, one of all swings that also is a very similar channel up and a very sharp one, accelerating, reaching as high as 51.84 today. Never saw that before. This is a multi-year high going back 12 years. The highest level since then, and right now my target's got to be in the mid-70s to retest the old highs, but on a short-term basis, looking for high 50s. ATNX popped big time, taking out the declining top line right there, and exploding with big volume of 6 million shares, and that was up about 36%. Closing near the upper end of the range, not far from the gap. If I don't miss my guess, we'll tag the gap around 17.5 and then run to 19. AXSM, right back near the September multi-year all-time highs. That was 30.5. Today's high was 30.55, so we're right there. We closed 30.43. And the way this looks, it wants to be headed to the high 30s. Clovis, big turnaround and continuing to push, and today up another 73 cents or 10% on 19 million good volume. I'm now looking for 9.25 next. CRSP exploded, nearly 10 points, 17%. Mine was a hefty 5.6 million. Haven't seen that since it went public on a positive update, so that's a really good sign. But it is up against resistance from the 2018 high, so it may stall in this range since it's already come from 35.5 straight up to 74. Big move, 40 points. DRNA exploded out of its base a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, retested, and then exploded from that level around 16 to 24. My target is 26.5. INGN still sets in an ascending bull mini wedge. Any takeout of 73 even is going to, I think, get this to 77, 85, and then 93. INMD hit the top of the channel yesterday, had an inside day today. It's still holding up. Momentum could carry this into the mid-60s. LABU broke through a key multiple tops resistance level and took out secondary resistance as well, finishing at 44.95. That was up 319, and right now I have a target around 48, 8.5 next. LLNW, this low price puppy, broke out of a base with a major breakaway gap a month ago, ran up to resistance there 4.5, 60, and then backed off. It held that level for about 3 weeks. Today it popped in a big reversal engulfing bar from 414 to 447 and finished up 22 cents. The highs for the day are 5%. Targeting 5.25, and down the road 6. MYOV with a major explosive move today. We traded that well. It ran up to 17 plus and then backed off to 13 and was still up. So almost 7 points or 114%. Your support is around 10.5. Let's see if it backs and fills and runs back up to retest the high, or even takes them out and runs into the low to mid 20s. NVTA, this swing after popping and wedging broke out. Gave you a swing on it, backed off to fill that mini gap yesterday, and then today came right on again. Excuse me, to finish up around the 20 range. 1940, excuse me. The next target is 22, 23, and then we're looking at something around 26, 27. Puma, a bit of a pullback and snap back out of the falling wedge today off support. I like the action, up 7.5%. What we need now is through 9. We do that, we're looking at 10 and 12. Smile Direct with a big engulfing reversal day off new post-IPO lows may in fact have energy now to run to 10.25 and 11.25 with next targets. Tesla ripping it, a little 4-day flag, and today broke back out of it. 359.52 up 9.53. That's only about a little less than 3%, but the trend is your friend. The trend is still up. My targets are 375 and test the all-time high at 387.88. WUBA popped sharply and closing at the upper end of the range, up nearly 7 points or 14%. Right at this resistance. This is a beautiful base. If it breaks out above here, I would look for Uber to minimum test 60 and a half and then run up to about 65. And Weight Watchers broke out of a 6-week trading range after a spike down, tested the trend line that reversed and closed like with a tail. This one has exploded, and now I'm looking for 43 and a half and 47 as targets. And finally, XBIT broke out a couple of days ago, stalled, retested this morning, and then ripped. Yesterday morning, then ripped today to 1490, closing at 73, up 139 or 10%. Looks to me like if the angle of ascent holds true, we can blow through 15.75, make it up to 20, and eventually into the mid-20s. That's it for tonight, everybody. Some very strong stocks to take a look at. Good night.